Ciao, Mandy Bellissima. Hi, Mandy. It's Friday evening. Let me see. Almost 7:30. June 20th. 20 days. 21st. Oh wow, missed a day. 21 days into the year. Such a good thing. Um, you know, you just talked to me earlier today how you're worried that I won't be able to wait, but it's different now. I know now that you're on a path to me. Before you weren't. You had no intention of coming to me anytime soon, so it wasn't even in the works in the past. Now I know it is, and if it takes longer than you expected it to, you know, as long as I know you're coming to me, that's all that matters. I had no hope before, and it got rough, so it made it even worse. Now it's a lot different, so I'm here by your side, I promise. I really promise I'm by your side, Mandy. It's so important for me. I'm going to wait. And I want you to know that I'm waiting for you. Okay? You can take your time. You don't have to rush. I mean, by all means, if you want it, do what you want to do. But don't rush and push yourself to the point where it's, unpleasant just because you're afraid. I mean, we always have to push ourselves a little bit, I guess, but with anything in life, and I'm going to be pushing myself when it's time to come to you or whatever, but it's something I want to do, and I think it's something you want to do, so I had no intention of talking about any of that, but it is important for you to know that I'm waiting patiently, Mandy. You give me enough as you can. I know it's not easy for you over the distance, but you do a lot for me. Okay? You do a lot. It's nice. And I love every moment. I know we'll get closer. That's what keeps me going. So, the reason I made this video, today I got my book order in the mail. And I haven't opened it yet, so I thought maybe I'd open it with you because I like sharing with you and maybe you'd like that. I'm always open to any way that we can share. So if there's anything that you'd like to share, not that I'm asking you to, but if you'd like to, I'm always open to it, okay? Like anything that we can do together. Even if it's very trivial, very simple, something that you think I might not be into, think it's boring, I would probably love it if you ever asked me to join you for something. I mean, I know it's not going to be easy until we're together in person, so I'm not expecting that. But if there ever is a little something that you'd like, please never hold back. I told you that earlier today. And I want to reinforce it that, maybe you don't hold back a lot, but if you ever do, no, that's not what I want for us. So, you have no reason to ever have to hold back with me. I love all of you and who you are, and you've never been unpleasant to me, ever. If anything, I feel like I've been unpleasant when things got rough, and that's about all. So, if somehow you can remember to never hold back, if there's ever anything you'd like, I know you might hold back because of you, but don't hold back because of me. And when you're done holding back for you, there's no more reason to hold back. I hope that makes sense. But take your time, sweet Mandy. I'm yours. I'm your man. And and it's so important to me to be your man. And I want to treat you just right, always. So I'll do my best, Mandy. Okay? So here's my order I get from this company sometimes called Thrift Books. I know you might not be a used book kind of girl. You seem a little classy to me. I do get upset by used books when people write in them. That's something you have to tell me. Are you the type of person that writes in books? Tell me now. I need to know this. If you are, it's okay. I won't dump you for that, but just know that you might as well throw that book away and don't ever donate it to Goodwill or something, because I'm the type of guy that I'm reading a book and see someone else underlined in it. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm pretty mad. Not really, but that's an interesting one. I bet you might have marked in books before, but I can't tell for sure. I can't read you on that one. So here's my order. Thrift Books. I got a handful of Italian learning books. So let's pull them out. So this one is called Learn Italian the Fast and Fun Way, 3rd edition. Italiano. Apparently they make this for a bunch of different languages. I'll probably have to check these out before we can do any learning, but let's see, this is made in what year? This is from the Chicago Heights Public Library. So it should be in decent condition. I like when they're from libraries. Copyright 2004. Italian is a Romance language along with French, Spanish, Portuguese, and Romanian. I've never seen Romanian spelled that way. To mention the most widely spoken ones, this is because they all derive directly from the language of Rome, Latin. Most of the approximately 56 million inhabitants of Italy speak Italian. There are also many immigrants of Italian origin in North America who continue to speak Italian, especially in the home. Italy is a peninsula in the shape of a boot. There are also 2 islands on its western coast, Sardinia and Sicily. It is surrounded by the Mediterranean Sea. So it's saying the Italian words of these things. Sardinia is Sardinia. And Sicily is Sicilia. And the Mediterranean Sea is Mar Mediterraneo. So Mar is like Mara. So I guess if it's a sea, they say Mar. Like we say Mediterranean Sea, they say sea first. But Mara is the sea, M-A-R-E, we would pronounce it mare in English, like the horse. But Mara means sea. So maybe you'll learn a word. Maybe you'll forget. Which takes on different names, as you can see on the map. The Alps, Le Alpi, and the Apennines, Li Appennini, are the 2 main mountain chains in Italy. Politically, the country is divided into regions, each with its own dialect and local traditions. The capital of Italy is Rome, or Roma. You will enjoy visiting many interesting spots. You might, for example, want to see Venice's famous San Marco Church and Square, Florence's breathtaking Piazza del Duomo, Rome's immortal Colosseum, Naples' famous San Carlo Theater. You might also want to shop in Milan's world-famous Galleria, or you might want to enjoy the tranquil surroundings of the island of Capri. Other famous cities you might want to visit are Trieste, Turin, which is Torino in Italian, Torino, Genoa, which is Genova in Italian, Bologna, Pisa, and Palermo, to mention but a few. Italian painting, sculpture, literature, and music are famous all over the world. Who has not heard of the great Renaissance artist Michelangelo or of the great scientist Galileo? The names Dante, Boccaccio, Petrarch, I'm not very cultured, I don't know that last one. Petrarch, Petrarca in Italian, it's hard to say, Petrarca, Leonardo da Vinci, Verdi, Puccini, Rossini, Paganini, Marconi are forged into history as, of course, is that of Christopher Columbus, which is Cristoforo Colombo. I think it's Cristoforo Colombo. Today, Italy is famous for its artisanship and design, especially in the fields of clothing, furniture, and automobiles. Its cinematography is internationally acclaimed. Italy's cuisine also enjoys a worldwide reputation, notably with spaghetti, ravioli, lasagna, or lasagna in Italian, gnocchi, and macaroni, which is macaroni. You'd have to see some of those words, I guess. So, hey, it says Benny in here. Pronunciation of vowels is on this chart. I hope you can see that on the phone. It says Bene on like the second one rather. Bene, which is like bet. Bene. It means well. I think it means good. Riso. They're talking about the I, and riso is the double E. Riso like rice. The first one was casa. Like father. Casa. Volo, which means flight. Like bone. The O is like bone. Volo. It's like O-H-O. Volo. And scusi, excuse me, it's like the UN rule, which is the double O. Ooh. Scusi. Alright, so that's a book we can look at. This video is going to get really long if I do that for every book. Oh, I only got 2 books so far, so I got 2 or 3 more coming in. This one, wonder if the CD's in here. It is. Alright, cool. Italian Without the Fuss. This looks like it was also from a library. Let's see which one it was from. It says discard on the back. We don't want to do that. So this one is Greenwich Library from Greenwich, Connecticut. So we're getting from all over the world here. All the country. I like that. I didn't even think that you could get these language learning books from the library. Maybe we can do that. If we ever do live closer to the city, we'll go to the library together. Alright, so I got that sticker partially off. Want to brush up on your Italian, but you're traumatized by the memory of your grammar-obsessed high school teacher? Planning a trip to Italy, but don't have the time, patience, or money for a 16-week course? Well, you're in luck. Italian Without the Fuss will teach you the everyday language, everyday Italian spoken on the streets of Roma and Milano. And you won't have to cram down long lists of verb conjugations. Alright, so Italian Without the Fuss. So I guess they have like scenarios here. Welcome. Lesson 1. Is that the lesson or is that the table of contents? Oh, that's the table of contents. Says something like in the first scenario that a blind date goes awry. Oh boy. Lesson 1, you learn hello, my name is, saying goodbye, what do you do, who done it, pronouns like who's doing whatever, is that so, asking simple questions, to be or not to be, introducing and talking about yourself with essere, which means to be, which gets conjugated into a lot of different words, I think. Saying no, no. That's no in Italian. So, who knows? I'll look through these books at the lessons and see which one looks like it would be the most fun for us to share together. It'd be nice to take a couple of introductory lessons from each book so that we can kind of get some of the basics in two different ways, two different filters, kind of. So there's, did I even show you the cover of this one? There's my 2 books I got so far. I'll show you the other ones when they come in. Italian Without the Fuss. Simple and straightforward, fun phrases, slang, and useful everyday Italian. Fascinating facts on lifestyle and culture. Hear it, speak it, audio CD included for beginners or for those who want a thorough review. So it sounds to me like this one might be geared more towards learning without the hard parts of learning the language. So it might just reinforce some of the seeing and speaking type of stuff. So I don't know how long this video is, but I guess I shouldn't overdo it so that you don't stay up too long watching me. But I did think of something that I mentioned here when I was going over the book that maybe I should touch on. I mean, these videos are kind of turning into me telling you like my feelings and stuff, and I kind of don't want to get into that rut, you know what I mean? Like, this isn't like a therapy session, you know what I mean? But I know you do like to know my side, so I try to stay very open. So I will tell you some of the things that are important, but I also want to keep it into finding new ways of sharing, bringing things to you from my life, not just my feelings. So, I mentioned the library if we live near a city. So it seems to me like, you're not fully sure what you're going to do yet, but you're choosing between Tennessee and Georgia. Both are places that you seem to be attracted to and you enjoy being around. And I will say Georgia is definitely the area you want. Seems to be a bit suburban, and that might concern you with me. I will say this, it might be a nice change of pace for me to have somewhere somewhat suburban. I do like some of the things that come with it, like activities that you can do, maybe learning things. There's stuff available. So that's something that I miss out a lot on being out here. And as much as I would never choose that on my own to be with you, it would not be an issue at all. So like if you wanted to live in the suburbs of Atlanta so that you can get a decent job for a while, I would definitely not be afraid to move there. I would probably move closer to the outskirts of town if you lived in town until you wanted to be together more. I mean, still close, but I like it quiet. I like less lines and stuff, so that's why I like less people. That's why I prefer the small town environment. And it's something that we will explore together. Actually, I was just thinking about in the car. I was like, I won't talk about it until we're together, but I failed that one. Anyway, Tennessee sounds really nice too. I feel like I'm being pushed in that direction to Tennessee, just the way it's been exposed to me the past year. It's kind of funny. Between Marcelo and you, and maybe something else even, it's like, I feel like it's a sign. So if you chose Tennessee, it would definitely feel right to me. But I don't want you to choose Tennessee over Georgia because it's closer to me or it's better for me. I want you to choose where you want to go. And to me, it seems like Georgia would be closer to Miss Daisy and to your parents. And maybe that's better. Tennessee's kind of close. It's only a couple hours further probably from where you want to go, like 2 or 3 hours, but that's enough to make it where it's inconvenient to visit. So I would enjoy personally if at some point I get to visit with your family. So if being in Georgia will get me that sooner and we could get that close, I mean, I've got no problem with it. I would certainly move there. And that's not to say that, you know, you're still not going to explore my area, and we'll explore other areas together. I mean, I'm not saying I'm jumping to move wherever you move. It's certainly going to be a progression, and it's going to be a timeline, and it's not going to be rushed or quick. I want it to be right, and we're going to obviously, you know, visit each other as frequently as we'd like to in that progression and timeline until it's like, okay, I'm ready to come closer to you or whatever. I certainly am not trying to stress you out by going into this, but I'm kind of letting you know where I'm at. I am not stressed or worried or concerned at all about any of those decisions that you want to consider. And I would not be stressed or concerned if you changed your mind. I want you to know that I'm pretty happy to know that you're leaving California, because it worries me you being there. There's going to be things happening potentially in the world and in California that will create unsafe conditions potentially, or shortages. I mean, Atlanta suburbs aren't really 100% better, but they are definitely better than where you're at. I'm interested in all of this, so when you progress and you're ready to talk about it, I'm interested to learn more about the areas you're looking at. If you need to kind of figure it out on your own, where it's not stressful to open up about it, I completely understand that, but I'm definitely interested here. So this video is probably long. I should stop blabbing my mouth so much. I love talking to you, Mandy. What can I say? And it's going to be great when we're together and we can talk all the time. I love when you get talkative too. That is going to be so perfect for me. If you ever are in talkative moods, it's so crazy how it's so different for you over a distance than it is in person. But I have a lot to look forward to. So, Mandy, never forget. I love saying to you these things. Never forget you're my special girl, Mandy. You're my lady. Bring you a little closer. Never forget what you mean to me. I hope you can tell without a doubt. You're my special woman, Mandy, and you always will be, and my heart will always be yours. So thanks for staying with me, and thanks for every day you come back to me. It means the world to me, and you always will. I miss you, Mandy. I'll see you, baby. Thanks for spending time with me. And I'm so excited about us. And I'm waiting patiently, don't worry. Because I'm yours. See you soon, baby.